Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a great day today. My name's Cody, and I want to thank you so much for stopping by. So if you caught last week's video, where I was able to bring the truck down and get the cabin pushed back into the trees there, so you can kind of see that's where it is going to be for now. So I think it looks fantastic tucked up in there. And yeah, I'm really excited to get this new space all ready to go. So I don't know if you can tell or not, I'll swivel back around this way, but a bunch of the trees here are starting to change, getting into their fall colors here. And even this morning right now, it is a little bit chilly. Already getting into that time of year where things start to frost and freeze up, which is kind of nice because it means a lot of the stuff here slows down maintenance-wise. I don't have to cut the grass as much anymore. But it also is kind of the end of the summer, so there's a lot to do left to get ready for that transition in the season. And today we're just going to pick away at a few projects that I have to get taken care of here outside. So let's get into the day. So we're outside the front of the studio here, and you'll probably notice that we've got a couple of dead trees. There's actually a bunch of them along here. These were some of the original trees that Grandma and Grandpa planted out here when they first homesteaded out here, long time ago. And they're a type of tree that's not really long-lived, so it's time for them to come out. So I'm just gonna get these trees down, and we'll see how long that takes. Okay, there we go. So it went pretty quick. I don't know if you can tell in the video or not, but basically what I try to do is I take a wedge out of the side, the direction that I want the tree to fall, and then I come around the back side, and then I just make a parallel to the ground cut slightly above the inside of that wedge, wherever that wedge meets, if that makes any sense. And ideally what I'm trying to do is leave if you can imagine the tree is in boards, I try to leave one board uncut, so that way when it bends, it controls the direction of the falls as opposed to trying to cut it straight through. And you can see it fell exactly where I wanted it to, which is super important because this is quite dangerous when you're working with these big trees and stuff like that when they're coming down. Anyway, long story short, I'm happy with the way that went. Dull as a butter knife, this thing, so it's taken a little bit longer to cut through. Gonna have to get the sharpener out on this, but yeah, I'm happy with how that went. So I've got a few more trees here to take down, and let's hope they're as smooth as this guy. we made short work of that dead tree there. So I think it looks already a heck of a lot better once that gets out of there. You know, I've lived with these trees here my whole life. My grandpa put them in probably 65, 70 years ago. And it is hard to remove these sorts of big structure pieces from your yard, especially when there's a sentimental value attached to them as well. But letting something stand like that, you know, the longer it stays upright and dead like that, the more risk you run of it rotting out and potentially falling on somebody or something. And so it does become a bit of a safety issue as well. But once you kind of take that plunge and see what you can create above and beyond what was already there, you know, I'm already excited to get going on what else we can plant here, what we can build here. Is just going to be fantastic. And the view now from the studio out there is unimpeded by these, well, one anyway, I still got one more to go, these dead trees here, and I think it just looks so much better. So I got to dump this load of branches, and then I'll come back and I'll take down this other dead tree here. Next one here is going to be our biggest cut today. Quite a bit larger than the other ones we got to take down, and it's still wet, so still a lot of green growth on the bottom here, so it's going to be really, really heavy. This one is probably the most dangerous one. Fortunately, it has a good lean to it already away from the building, and it'll go right into the parking lot. So I think with that lean that's already there and the weight of the tree, it should go down pretty easily. So fingers crossed this one goes as smooth as the first two. There we go, that one went pretty smoothly, a bit thicker than my saw, so it took a lot of work to get her down, but she came down. And how many of you thought I was going to hit the shed there? You'll be happy to know that I didn't. Perfectly planned, of course, you know, it would have destroyed it had I hit it, but she fell and perfect. Let me go show you just how close that was. There weren't very many branches on the bottom bit of the tree, so I knew that when she fell, all of the branches would pass over the top here, and as you can see, they did. Always sad to see these big guys go, but like I say, it was probably about 50-60% dead, and you don't want this coming down in a windstorm hurting somebody or breaking something, you know, so we'll just take it down while we have a nice clear day to do it, and get it all cleaned up, make the yard look really, really nice. Okay, there we go. We got one more load here, just a few more logs I'm going to move out of the way. I'm going to go dump this and then probably call it a day. There's a very good chance I'll come back in and finish up everything tomorrow. The last few trees to come down, get all the branches cleaned up. It's been a long day already, so I'm just going to get this dumped, tidy up a little bit, and then call it a day. But I'll probably see you guys in just a few seconds. Alright, good morning, welcome back everybody. Hope you had a good night there, and I'm sure it was just a few seconds for you guys, but that doesn't matter. Anyway, we're back here at the front of the photo studio. I've got 4 more large trees to take out today, and a few little straggly ones here and there. But yeah, I'm just going to jump right into it, get cutting, see if I can't get this all tidied up and cleaned up by the end of the day. But doesn't the front of the photo studio look so different now that those trees are out of the way? So it makes a huge difference. It's going to take me a long time to get used to seeing this place without those big trees, even though they were dead, like you can see up here. on these guys. All of that back there, the top crowns, they've all died off, so the tree itself isn't healthy anymore, you know, and they just need to come down. I've probably said that a dozen times in this video already, but anyway, that's what we're going to get going on to here today. So I'm going to get suited up, get the chainsaw going, and get these guys taken out. We are on our last tree now. Now I've saved this one till last. It's probably my favorite tree. It's we always referred to it as a grandfather tree growing up. It was the closest one to the house here, so we'd always come out and play. We climbed it. This was probably the first tree I ever climbed. Just a lot of memories to it, you know, and I'm getting sentimental over a tree here, so some of you might find that silly, but this one really special to me for sure. And it's been declining in health probably the last 10 years, so I knew that this day was eventually going to come. And the top canopy is all dead, the lower branches have all died. It's just little bits of green here and there, but even that I think is succumbing to age and disease. So I'm going to take it out. It's the last one to go here. But yeah, really sad to see this guy go. That's progress, I guess, and that's change. And at the end of the day, that's really what life is all about. Nothing lasts forever. And I think it's really, really important to not necessarily dwell on the past. Everything that you had can go away. And I think that's part of the beauty of life, really, you know, is that nothing lasts forever and that you have to cherish everything that you have when you have it. Because you never know when it's going to come down on you, right? I think I might try for one last climb. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get up that old girl or not, but let's have a look here and see if I can't do it. We go, everybody. That's a wrap. We got all of those trees out of the front of the photo studio down, and it just opened up the space so much more. You don't really realize just how big of a space it is until you take out some of those larger feature trees, you know. And like I say, they were all pretty much dead or dying, so it was their time to go. Is it hard enough to do that on any regular day, but just knowing that now we have this blank canvas where we can build something that's going to look absolutely stunning, so that when people come up for their photos, they're not greeted by, you know, half-dead trees. That doesn't look very good, you know. So now we can build something that's going to come and just make the whole place look a lot better. And I know that's what my grandpa would want. That's what my grandma would want. In the end, to make this place look as good as possible. So we accomplished a big thing here this week, and yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. If you followed along this way, really do appreciate you hanging out with me. That's always a fun thing to see, and yeah, but we'll leave it there, guys. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a great day with whatever it is you get up to, and until next time, guys, we'll see you later. Bye now.